What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime D Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. It's Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I love tacos. Yo, I actually had tacos yesterday, and I'm kind of mad that I ruined it for today because I'm not going to eat tacos today. But hey, turn up and welcome in to my show. I'm extremely happy to be here with you all because every day I get to be on the radio is a dream come true. So let's get into the day. We have the news headlines I'm going to go over. I also want to tell you all about a 16-year-old who died after doing a viral scarf challenge on TikTok over these stupid and annoying TikToks. And we have Claude, who was the owner of the Be Right Back app, who'll be live in studio to discuss his location-based marketing app and more. So you want to stick around for all of our segments today because, listen, we're going to get into some good stuff today. Now, let's jump into these news headlines. I don't know if you guys heard, but the host of Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak, announced his retirement after 41 seasons. Yes, he's finally retiring. Listen, if y'all don't pay attention to social media and just TV in general, you won't know that these people in these positions of entertainment stay there for forever. One of the biggest things that I struggle with just being in the industry, trying to get into radio and TV, was the fact that people didn't leave their jobs. People are always like, you should be on TV. You should be on the radio. You got this. You have what it takes. Even though I'm already on TV, have 4 TV shows, have movies on Netflix, main character and all of them, all that great stuff. People are like, where's your true, hit? Where's the show that keeps you on forever? Where's the radio show that keeps you on all the time? And people don't realize that everyone who's in the positions now has been in their positions forever. A lot of times people get into these positions and they stay there until they either die or until budget cuts happen and they then get replaced by a celebrity or somebody else that was known by the person hiring. So it's not surprising that he's finally retiring after 41 seasons. I'm sure they're going to keep the show going and probably get somebody hip and exciting because that's the move for a lot of TV shows nowadays. Dwayne Wade addresses the 50-50 comments made by his wife, Gabrielle Union. If you haven't been paying attention to this stupid drama that's being caused, not by them, but by the internet itself, Gabrielle Union went on to address that her and Dwayne Wade do everything 50-50, and she has a lot of pressures of going to work because she doesn't want to end up broke or not fend for herself or her family. And people have just been calling Dwayne Wade all these different slurs and going in on Gabrielle Union because they're like, your man is a millionaire and he played for the NBA, and why is he not taking care of you? And all this other stuff. But then Dwayne Wade goes on and says, hey, mind your business pretty much. We have a partnership, not just a marriage, but a partnership where we have conversations about how we split things 50-50. We both addressed that we wanted to do this, and it's our livelihood that's at stake. So of course we're doing things 50-50 because it makes for a better life when we're both putting in money. That's the gist of what he said in the clips that were posted online. And he was saying that there was an instance where he said, this is my house to Gabrielle Union, and she was like, well, you would never say that again. And this when I was living in Miami. So when they moved to LA, she was like, I'm putting money into this house so that it's our house. So it makes sense. I mean, I understand what some women feel as pertains to, I want my man to take care of me and do all this other stuff, but strive for that. If that's what you want, get that out of your relationship. Stop trying to tell people what they should be doing in their relationship. It's 2023. People are going to do what they want to do. And there's always going to be somebody out there for you. Just keep manifesting what you want. Keep walking in the space you see yourself in and keep pushing for the things you want out of life. Because if you don't, then you're going to end up like Gabrielle Union. No offense. All righty. So we have Jack Harlow who wore a bonnet in public, and it's sending the internet in a frenzy. Okay. So if you don't know what a bonnet is, it's pretty much this little cap that hangs down the backside of your neck or your head that protects your hair. It's to protect curly hair and just other different styles from messing up, especially for the African-American community. Of obviously other people wear it, but majority of people who are seen wearing bonnets are African-American women. And a lot of celebrities have gone live on their social media platforms like Monique, the comedian, and other people and said, like, that's ghetto. You shouldn't do it. You're making us look bad as an ethnicity. Stop wearing bonnets. Make yourself look better in public. Have some decency. And now that Jack Harlow, a Caucasian man who was a rapper, is seen in public with the bonnet, Now it's a fashion statement. It's a trend. Everyone wants to do it now, and the internet is in a frenzy because they're pointing out the fact that when our Caucasian counterparts do things, it's accepted. It's made into a trend. It's popular. But when we do it, not only do we get looked at by our other brothers and sisters in different demographics and ethnicities, we get looked at and judged by our own people in the African American community, and we're always brought down. But when a Caucasian person does it, it's a good thing. And I agree. It's annoying that when we do things, it's always seen in a negative light. But then when our Caucasian counterparts do it, it's seen as something cool, fun, hip, trendy. And that's why I really implore a lot of different people in other demographics to truly understand our culture. Because a lot of times, things that you guys see and deem as ghetto, you all really truly want to do in your actual personal life. So just do some research, have some conversations with us, see what our lifestyle is about, and truly get in tune with the African American culture. Because one thing I will say about our people, we're forced, not because we always want to, but we're forced to learn about other demographics. And I know for myself, I can speak only for me. I love learning about different cultures. I love learning about different people. I love talking to my other friends that are not a part of the African American community. I don't know why I can't say that today. And understanding the struggles and the great things they also go through. So just have conversations with us. I'm not even gonna go too deep into this. I just think it's dumb. Let people be themselves. So there's Instagram influencers, two women who were arrested after getting busted with 200 pounds of cocaine worth of over $2 million. That's crazy. Woo! This is what y'all get for making everybody celebrities and influencers for no reason. And this is what y'all get for thinking that everything that people post on social media is actually real and people are telling the truth. Because y'all be so obsessed over these content creators and these celebrities, and they be out here bamboozling y'all. They be out here just living trifling lives, but y'all don't care because y'all be sitting there doing them stupid dances and telling y'all how to get rich quick and inspiring y'all when they just be doing posting a bunch of BS. There's a woman who knocked on her coffin. There's a woman who knocked on her coffin and came back alive, quote unquote, after being declared dead. Y'all, if I was at this funeral, if I was anywhere in the funeral home, let's say she was just there and this happened, I would have a heart attack. That is scary. Imagine if you've just been grieving your loved one for this long, and then you go to the funeral or you go to wherever she's placed or he's placed, and they knock on a coffin and come back alive after they've been declared dead. The way I would fall out. I know a lot of people on social media is saying now this is why we need to believe in religion. There's a God. Hey, whatever you want to believe in it, because you never know what could happen. But it also has pushed people to have the conversation of the incorrect diagnosis that have been given by doctors and nurses. And that's true. A lot of times people are given the wrong health diagnosis and also pronounced dead when they're actually not. And that's scary. I really challenge people, because I saw this on social media today. If you're going into the medical field, stop going into it for money. I understand that money is good. It's getting a lot of y'all out of financial debt and it's breaking some generational curses, but we need more doctors and nurses who are in positions that actually care. Because some of y'all be going to work and don't be giving a crap about the people y'all are helping out. Woo! Hey, an Atlanta woman thanks her mother for spelling her name wrong on her birth certificate because it helped her in the corporate world. This woman says that because her mom didn't spell her name as Sasha and spelled it Sacha, a lot of people thought that she was a man. And so they would address her as sir and a lot of the different emails, and it got her a lot of reactions from responses from many different employers. And she said she would play the game until she got into the building. Hey, more power to you. More power to you, because I just don't understand how corporate America is still sexist, still discriminatory, still racist. I don't understand how we're still dealing with all that stuff in 2023 in a huge capacity. I understand that it's never going to be eradicated, but the fact that it's still a huge amount of people who are still sexist, racist, discriminatory, prejudice, all this dumb stuff is insane in 2023. Listen, get it how you can get it, because a lot of people have had the misfortune of not getting jobs because their name is deemed ghetto. There's been a report of a 10-foot tall alien, well, two 10-foot tall aliens in Vegas after a green flash went went across the sky this past weekend. Let me tell y'all, if there's aliens in Vegas after I just moved here, I'm gone. I'm not dealing with this. I just moved here 2.5 months ago, and you're telling me we have aliens here now? It's been unconfirmed, but they're saying that the people who saw the aliens, when they called the police, they were saying there's 2 10-foot tall figures, creatures in my backyard. They're staring at me. I need help. And if you haven't watched the police cam, you don't see anything, but there has been quote unquote pictures that have been revealed, and it's all fake. But you never know. It's 2023. The government's saying the aliens are real, that they've been in contact with aliens, that UFOs are real. I'm tired. Let me just live my life and let me have a great life before all this other stuff starts happening. Zombies, aliens, the apocalypse. I don't got time for none of that. If you guys have not heard, I'm sure you have, Denver won the NBA championship. Like, isn't that amazing that a basketball team that hasn't won the NBA championships in years finally has their first NBA win? Yes. Congratulations, Denver. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. But it's always somebody out there who has to ruin the fun for everybody, because 10 people have been confirmed injured due to a shooting that happened during the celebration of the Denver Nuggets' first NBA win. I'm tired of y'all. Can y'all please stop going out into these public spaces and ruining it for other people? Stop shooting stuff up. Put the guns away. Leave people alone. And if you really have to fight, I'm not condoning violence. Can y'all start using y'all fist again? Please. A lot of stuff don't need to happen, and y'all let it happen anyway. Hey, give me a call at 702-221-7283, because we have a lot of topics coming up. And I have people who are coming in the studio that I want you guys to talk to, like Claude, who's the owner of Be Right Back app, which is an interactive marketing app. So call in 702-221-7283. Let's have a good time. This is an interactive show. You're now listening to the Jaime D Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I'll be right back.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
Zen World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Mull's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mull's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmullmeats.com.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally awesome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime D Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you're just now tuning in, we went over the news headlines of the day, and I want to remind you all, please be safe as we go into this final championship game tonight for the Golden Knights here in Las Vegas, because they may win the final championship tonight. And Golden Nuggets are up 3. So if they win, we may have a parade here this Saturday. And like I said, the Denver Nuggets won their first ever NBA championship game. Again, Denver Nuggets won their first ever NBA championship game, had a celebration yesterday, and people were already acting a fool. So please be safe. If we win the NHL championship today, please, Stanley Cup, Golden Knights fans and those who are just out just to be out, please have some couth. Please have some decorum. Don't be out here being stupid. Let people have a good time. We just want to be out and enjoy the vibes. And y'all be out here just ruining stuff. So please, leave people alone. Go fight and shoot wherever y'all at. Have y'all seen that video? If we can't go to Bella Noches, then where the hell can we go? Please leave us alone. Jeez, always starting stuff. It's always people ruining it for us. And I say us, like people like me who just want to go out and have a good time, be around some cute people, drink on a little something, and have a good time. Don't ruin it for us. Don't ruin it for us, please. All right, let's get into this next segment where a 16-year-old dies after doing viral scarf challenge on TikTok, which consists of tying a scarf around your neck. So sad that the 16-year-old girl and friends died. And my condolences to her family, and may she rest in peace. But oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of y'all being on social media and letting social media run y'all lives. Y'all want to run to social media so badly after every trend and do everything without actually taking a step back and thinking about the repercussions of doing the trend. I want y'all to call in at 702-221-7283 to let me know your thoughts, because I feel like I may say some things that y'all may not appreciate. But why are kids so stupid sometimes? Why? Come on. I mean, I know that, they're kids and we do dumb things as we get older. And I know people who are my age and even older who are still stupid and have lapse of judgment. But come on, kids, stop doing these dumb challenges. I know y'all know better. Please. And it's like every time you guys are trying to make it more and more exciting, but it becomes more and more dangerous. Like the whole Rip Me Out the Plastic challenge that is happening because of rapper Lotto's song, Put It on the Floor Again with Cardi B. It is a challenge where people are putting plastic bags over their face and they're ripping themselves out the plastic. It's goofy, it's ghetto, it's funny. And okay, it makes sense because you're putting a plastic bag over your head and it's not really tied around anything and you can easily just come right off. Okay, cool. But now people are trying to put saran wrap over their face super tight and put rubber bands on it and do all this stuff. Stop. You're taking it too far. You guys are looking crazy. Come on. And I know our kids are way more intelligent than people like to say they are. I know they are, because I was a teen. You all were teens. We have all had stupid moments. We have all had lapse of judgment. But I can tell you right now, kids are in today's world are smarter than you think they are because of social media. Social media actually is a great tool, but it's like, come on, stop doing these dumb challenges. And can y'all please stop making everything go viral? Everything does not need to be a trend. Everything is not cool. Everything is not smart. Everything is not fun. Please stop. Y'all be so pressed to jump on every trend, and it's irritating. Can you please bring back going outside, enjoying other people's company, actually conversing? A lot of y'all be so obsessed. And I'm like, gonna lie, I'm kind of one of them. I'm so obsessed with social media, but I have my boundaries. Where y'all forget how to be social. A lot of people in our world have social anxiety because of social media. And like I said, I find myself a little obsessed with social media, and I want to take a step back. And this is a challenge for myself because I'm never going to call anybody else without calling myself out and holding myself accountable. But I have boundaries, and I know when certain things are dumb. Hey, I also want to say I can't wait till the day social media starts promoting getting jobs, 9 to 5s, being nice to each other, minding your business, and living the life you want to live without trying to be seen all the time. Hey, we have a caller in right now. I don't want to get straight to that because I love that you guys actually want to interact with me. We have a caller on line too, Simon. Simon, what's up? Simeon.
Jamie, this whole trend, it's just with crazy with kids trying to do these things that they see on the internet, and they're getting into trouble. There's this stealing of cars. You see us with Kias and Hyundais.
Yes, they're stealing Kias and Hyundais because it's fun. That's not fun. You're gonna have a rap sheet. You're gonna end up in jail.
Can you imagine following a TikTok video and you get like 5 years in jail for a grand theft auto?
Right.
I mean, this is crazy.
And my thing is, you would think, that's why I said, why are kids so stupid? I know they're smart, but I have to say, why are some kids so stupid? You should know better. At 16, 17, 18, I highly believe you know not to steal somebody else's car. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's crazy just because they see it on the internet, and it's a challenge. Oh, I have to do this challenge, and there was a few years ago there was a thing that happened where they were having these like groups. They'd come on, meet me at such and such mall at 7 p.m. and they would go there and they would cause this riot, like because all these kids would gather there, and it's and people get arrested for these things.
Yep.
And
people are getting trampled. Yep. I was just talking to my general manager about that today. Yep.
Well, of course, it's not all kids. Look what happened with Trump with the when they stormed the Capitol. It's like following something they seen or on the internet or something like that.
Yep.
It's crazy. And I got another question for you. This is to be an interesting topic to talk about, I think, is what you brought up at the beginning. I have a friend that tells me that he thinks I'm white guy and inappropriate for wearing dreadlocks. And I said, well, people should be able to wear anything they want. I mean, what do you think about that?
You know what? I'm glad we have time, and I'm glad I actually got everything I needed to say out about that segment because we have some time before our guest comes into the studio. So let's talk about that. And your name is Simeon, right?
Yes.
Simeon, where are you from?
I'm from here. But I moved here from Ohio.
Okay, you moved here from Ohio, but you lived in Vegas for a lengthy part of your life. What makes me actually, before we get into this topic, what makes you want to wear dreadlocks?
I just thought it looked good. I'm not trying to be any kind of news person or anything like that. It's just I thought it looked good. I've seen people wearing it, and I could work in a store, so I see people. I said, "Oh, that looks good." And now nobody I work with or anything, they think it looks good. But I said, "Do you think that's I'm being
we're gonna get into
inappropriate?"
What makes you? I know you said that you got them because it looks good, but I want to ask you this: do you know the history behind dreadlocks?
No, not really. I mean,
okay, and do you know where they came from?
No.
Okay, do you know the struggles that African American people deal with as pertains to having their dreadlocks in public spaces and in the workplace?
Well, I'm sure that people were looked down on it before, and people had a certain type of hair, and people would. Well, it's always been when the 70s, you're a hippie or something like that, or
Right.
or so they look down on you that the old song, I kept my hair under my cap and to get this job, and
Right.
the job, and he takes the hat off and shows them, I got long hair, yeah. So
Okay, so I want to tell you this. I don't think that just because you want to get dreadlocks that you are a bad person. I don't think that you should be ashamed. However, I do believe that a lot of our Caucasian counterparts, also you, need to realize that people like me, African American men and women, get judged, get attacked, get fired, and have repercussions for being ourselves, wearing certain hairstyles, wearing certain types of clothing, and having certain type of language that we use in our everyday life. And when our Caucasian counterparts take on the exact same things that we have and do every day and get away with it, that's why we as a people get so offended, because a lot of times individuals in your community do things that we do and that we get judged for on a daily. Like I brought up the Jack Harlow situation with him wearing a bonnet. People have been ripping apart African American women for wearing bonnets for years now. And the second that a Caucasian man does it, it's okay. I really would love, and just for you, like I said, I'm glad that we're having this conversation. If you do some research, I'm gonna tell you, like right now, I'm just gonna do this live on air with you right now. I did a quick Google search, dreadlocks history. It said in pre-Columbian America, Oceania, and Africa, dreadlocks were used as a social and cultural symbol often associated with shamanism. This hairstyle represented a connection with the divine and with the spirit realm, and was often a symbol of strength and integrity for warriors and chiefs. Shamanism, excuse me, not shamanism, but shamanism. And so a lot of times people are wearing these hairstyles and don't know what the history is about it. And shamanism is a system of religious practice. So when you're going out into public places and when you're having a conversation with people, know your history. Have conversations with African American people like you are with me, and I appreciate you for that. Be an ally. Step up for others who are not able to be as fortunate as you to go out and just be as expressive and as free as they want to. Because again, you have a privilege. And if you want me asking, how old are you? You can get
70.
Okay, and you're 70. So you're a 70-year-old Caucasian man, and a lot of times we look at elders and we're like, oh, they're old. They can do whatever they want to. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you realize that the people that you may be friends with, if you do have any African American friends, are going through daily struggles every day, just trying to get the same exact creative freedom, expressive freedom, and general freedom as you are wearing dreadlocks. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. Well, I can see. I can see that because I see. There's people now with the tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a show one time, and they were guy had all these their tribal tattoos, and all of his chest and everything. And they asked him. He says, "Well, do you know what is the history of that? What do you know the history of what you put on your chest?" He said, "Well, I just thought it looked good." He had no idea what it was a tribal thing, and it had history behind it, but he had no idea.
When you have privilege, you're able to do things just because it looks good, just because it feels good, just because it seems cool, and you don't have to deal with the exact same repercussions and consequences as people like myself do. And a lot of times, my biggest thing that I try to tell people is have conversations. When we see these coaches on basketball teams who are saying the F words and who are making fun of the LGBTQ plus community, it's like, okay, you want to fire this individual, but hold this person accountable. Make this person talk to the people that they're affecting. Make this person look these individuals in the eye and see the hurt that they deal with on a daily basis. And that's what we're doing here. I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to make you feel bad for your decision, but I also want to challenge you to think first before you make these cultural decisions and understand how you're going to be perceived. And if you're going to be in these spaces where people are questioning you, remember, there is a fight that we're dealing with every day where we don't have people who are as privileged and as powerful as you are, who are not backing us up. And we would love to have people like you on our side who are like, hey, I got this because, I thought it was cool. And someone told me that there's a there's this history behind this, and I did my research and I realized that, hey, I probably shouldn't have gotten this, but now that I have this, I want to be an ally for the people. I want to talk and talk with the people, because you can't talk for us. You want to talk with the people, and you want to help us fight our fight, because again, you get to live freely without having to fight the fight that we're fighting, and that's unfair, which is why a lot of people are telling you you're being a white boy and you need to take them out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: if you were in a space right now with 3 black people, and they told you having your hair in was wrong, be honest, what would your response be?
Well, I tried to explain to them that that they can, everyone should be able to dress the way they want.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this years ago when I had the with the long hair and everything like that. You can't wear long hair like that, or I'm not going to hire you because you have long hair, and stuff like that. There's a lot. Hair always is a big discrimination thing. I know some people. I know sometimes people perceive that maybe they wish they could have their hair that way, but then they have a job where they are not allowed to, or I don't know what it is. It's always been a point of discrimination. It seems like.
Let me tell you this. You may not realize, but if you're having a conversation with people who are asking you about your hair and your response is just everybody should be able to do this, while you're not incorrect, I just really want you to understand that that's still a privileged mindset. Again, I'm not coming down on you. I'm glad we're having this conversation. I want you to take a different approach to your response, because when we're talking to African American people and you're telling us everybody should be able to do something, we're telling you the exact same thing, and it's people not like you, but people who look like you, who make it so that we're not able to do what everyone else is able to do. So when somebody who's privileged like you says everybody should be able to do it, yeah, because you are able to do it. You're not going to go to jail. You're not going to be stereotyped. You're not going to be identified as the person who did anything because you have dreads or look a certain way or have a certain skin color. So just take a different approach with your response and say, hey, I got these because I thought they were cool. And I realized that was wrong. Because let's be real, Simeon, it is wrong to get certain cultural things just because they're cool. And now have the conversation of like, I got them because I actually do appreciate the history behind it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you probably don't, and it's cool if you don't, but try to find a way to truly connect to our people, because it's hard. It's hard for us to live our lives as regular people and be attacked for it all the time. And then when people like you come into our space, it's a trend. I have somebody who was live on social media right now, and she says, as a locked lady, I feel that it's not a trend. You need to know and understand the history of that style. And I think that's a great place to start. And then we can have more conversations about, is it appropriate to have? Should you have it or should you not? Because I do want to fight for everybody should be able to live the life they want to live, as long as you're not hurting everybody else. But again, I'm going to say this one more time. Just know your history. Talk to the people who deal with having locks and the repercussions of having locks, because there are repercussions, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted to ask you about it. I thought you'd be the one to ask about it.
And I appreciate that. If you have any other questions, like I can tell you, I can speak for my community and with my community, but I don't have all the answers. I'm still trying to figure out my life as an African American man every day. I'm still trying to get my life together every day.
Oh yeah, even at my age, I'm trying to figure this
right. And there's people who may not even agree with me. There's people in my community who are just like, absolutely not, absolutely not, absolutely not. And I want to get to a place in life where we're all able to enjoy each other, enjoy the things that we all enjoy, but we're also respecting it at the same time. And just be respectful, Simeon. That's all I ask. I do appreciate you for calling in. We do have to get to our guest who is walking into the studio right now. Hey, Simeon, you're welcome to call in anytime to talk about the topics I'm talking about, or even just ask me questions if you have the time. All right. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, nice to talk to you.
You as well. Have a good rest of your day. Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. That was Simeon who called in to talk about if dreadlocks or what we call them now, locks, is acceptable for Caucasian people to wear. And I know there's a lot of people on one side that says absolutely not. HEW hockey sticks, no. And there's some people who say, yeah. There's people in the comments right now. If you're not seeing the comments, it's because you're not watching my live video stream on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at The Jaime D Show. Currently, I'm looking at our YouTube right now at The Jaime D Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. I'm so happy that we're able to have these conversations that don't end up in extreme arguments or racist comments or anything bad, because we're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. I have to say at the end of the day, because that's true, because we're all humans. So remember that we're humans. We just want to understand each other. We want to live lives where we're not hurting each other, but it starts with conversations. It starts with understanding each other. It starts with removing the social construction of reality that you were brought up to believe as a child. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Gene Claude, again, who is the owner of the Be Right Back app. Yes, he has a tech app, and this app does amazing things. You want to stick around and figure out what it does right here at the Jaime D Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM.
Zen World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Mull's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mull's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmullmeats.com.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
Zen World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
It's Open Road Radio, celebrating 25 years of motorcycle talk radio. Every Monday night, right here at 6 p.m. on KSHP Radio, join industry veterans Gina Woods and Shannon Danslin and Penny FXR to talk motorcycle information, education, and entertainment. powered by Full Throttle Law Firm, Monday nights at 6 p.m. right here on AM 1400. You can also check out their Facebook Live show at Open Road Radio on Facebook.
Back by popular demand, the showroom at South Point presents Human Nature. Back to the sound of Motown. June 13th to the 15th. Tickets to the box office online at southpointcasino.com or charged by phone 702-797-8055. An amazing evening, and tickets are going fast, so get yours now. It was just my imagination. Human Nature at the South Point.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime D Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you're just now tuning in, we went over the news headlines of the day. I told you all about a 16-year-old who tragically lost their life after doing a viral scarf challenge on TikTok. We had Simeon who called in and had a question about if it's okay for Caucasian people to wear dreadlocks, what we now call just locks. And that was a good conversation. So I need you all to pay attention to the show because I want you guys to interact with me more and get on the social media platforms and comment live and just call in at 702-221-7283. But now we have the best part of today's show. We have Claude, who's the owner of the Be Right Back app, live in studio. And he's going to tell you all about how he got into tech, why he made this location-based marketing app, and more. Welcome in, Gene. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me. But first of all, sorry for being late, right? Okay. And I was telling Mark earlier, this is quite a good example about being an entrepreneur. Go to bed early, get up in the morning, got my coffee, say, I'm going to go meet Jaime. Fantastic show. On my way here, bang, accident. Then what do? Do you go back home? Do you give up? No, you don't. You get yourself together, keep your composure, drive, and here I am.
Gene, if you would have gave up, you don't have to catch me outside. Don't you dare not come to my show.
Glad to be here.
But yes, thank you for coming and thank you for making a way, even though that the Las Vegas traffic and all the construction that is happening here makes it very difficult for people to get from point A to point B. Extremely happy to have you on as a guest today. Gene, you earned a JD and an MBA degree from Keller School of Management. And you initially started your journey in the banking industry and then later advanced as a mortgage banker. Yep. However, you quit it all, right? And you started your own business, the Be Right Back app, which is BRBCK app. It's on your shirt right now. Right. And it's a location-based marketing app. Before we get into that, tell my audience, why did you give all that up, which seems like great money to start your own business?
Right. So thinking about moving to the United States about 20 years ago, believe me or not, Jaime, the closest English I knew was from hip hop. My teacher was like, you need to come to school and learn proper English. You can just be cursing on the road every single time. So I went to school, graduated, got my MBA, started working for a bank in Washington, D.C. Love it, became a mortgage banker, love it as well. The cost of living in DC made me decide to move here in Vegas, and I transferred for a different bank. Then I love the Strip, 4.5 miles, Disneyland for adults. And I used to grab a drink and just walk back and forth, having no idea where to go, what to do, what to discover. And there was no tool beside me using a search engine to discover what's near me. And I was like, wow, instead of complaining, how about I trying to solve it? Because when you talk about technology, it's always about solving a problem. Okay. And I was like, all right. And I did my research. There was nothing quite there available. So I put a team together. I learned programming like the front end, and I have to hire a team to do the back end of it. That's what Be Right Back come all about. And the reason we call it Be Right Back, because usually when you go somewhere, you miss out on something. What do? I'll be back next time. So we want to make sure when you are somewhere, you don't have to be back. You have to discover what's there. So what's the platform does for you, basically, when you walk in a specific location, is going to show you all the businesses, happy hours, sales, and discount within 1 mile range of your location. The goal behind the 1 mile range, because we want you to go there today and not tomorrow. So we have lunch here in Vegas, amazing city, because we're targeting the Strip, 44 million people who come to visit this town, amazing community. So by the end of the year, we're planning on going nationwide and global as well.
Okay, so you said that you got experience in programming.
Right.
How did you get a certificate from udemy.com? Did you go back to school?
So
where did you get your experience?
I went back to school and went online, decided to start learning how coding, because there's always this idea that it's difficult, right? Until somebody's able to do it. So if someone is able to code, that means there's a way for you to go and learn. And then I started learning, and I think my vision that guided me to be able to do it is really the fact that I understand what we're trying to build. I didn't want to just someone else to do it. I want to be part of it and understand how that works. And also, when I read Steve Jobs' books, biography, right? People know Steve Jobs. People don't talk much about Steve Wozniak. Steve Jobs, people don't remember, is the marketing guru behind Apple as we know Apple today. But there was a Steve Wozniak who was the computer guy. So when he built the first Apple, he said, hey, let's go give this for free. Let's go meet girls. Steve Jobs was like, no, we are going to sell this, right? So that's why you go also put a team together, even though you have this idea, find the people with the talent, be able to delegate for people that have all the talent to be able to help you scale your business to the next level, because we don't know everything. You need to connect people who know more and in different areas so you can grow your business.
That's good. I'm glad that you're able to bring a team together to handle every part of the business, because you can't really do anything alone. Nothing in the world is done by yourself. Talk to me about how you're able to compete against the other big location-based marketing apps that are doing the same exact thing that you're doing today.
So there's a little difference between what you see as geolocation from other platforms and what we do real quick. And I'm trying to sell my business. This is a chance for me to do so.
Hey, get it. I'm giving you
our
that
platform. What we do for the consumer is free to use. That's one. What we're trying to also to do when we are onboarding new businesses, our goal is what it's there for the customer. We don't want you to be just listed being showing, but also what's there for customers to come to your place instead of going elsewhere next door or down the street. That's one. And also for businesses, the biggest difference, we provide them with data. What's that mean? When you advertise on other platforms, they give you impression. What's impression means? What does that give you? Nothing. They have, you have about 1,000 clicks. Okay, fantastic. Who are they? Where are they? So we give you more detail about when you run a specific campaign, how many people show up at your place for that specific campaign. So now you know between campaign A and campaign B, which one works better, so you can focus on the one that works better. And we provide you with data so you can build your own CRM as well, that you can do a follow-up with your customer or potential customer. Because we have to understand something. Marketing, it's not an exact science. It's consistency. The problem is a lot of people are getting caught up with likes, comments, and followers. But when you own a business in a specific location, likes does not equal sales. Followers does not equal customers. Your goal is not for people to like your picture of your content, like your good coffee that you're making. You want people to come and buy that coffee.
Yep.
So that's what we do. Bring foot traffic to your local business.
Explain to me how, as a consumer, I would know going onto your app that you're marketing things that I actually want to see.
Fantastic, Jamie. That's why I like you. You out there. So that's why the new version is coming up, hopefully in a few weeks. We just integrated AI. Everybody's talking about AI, right? So we have integrated AI in a way that, let's say you're a specific customer using our app. When you click on coffee, for instance, you don't click on tea, or you click on a specific product. So we understand at that point what you like, what you don't like. So if you enter the Valley, you're in Spring Valley, downtown Summerlin, Anderson, the Waterston District, and there's a coffee shop, the app is going to show you the coffee shop because we know that's your interest. But it is anything else that we've seen you never purchase, you never pay attention to, we're not going to show you that because we want to really make sure the app understand who you are. So that's the AI integration. With the AI also, you're going to be able to have a voice conversation with the app where you can ask, hey, I'm here. What is the best place I should visit in this specific location? Is going to populate those places for you to visit based on how many people have been in that place, so you can also not miss out on being in that specific location.
I hear you. Now, we only have a few minutes left,
Sure.
so I want to ask you more questions and then give you time to promote yourself. How do you attract those individuals who are saying, I don't want you to track my footsteps. I don't want you to track my location. I don't want you to know what I'm clicking on or what I'm viewing or where I've been.
Right.
But I want to use your app still.
Right.
How would that be able to work?
Exactly. Right. You cannot be willing to swim without getting wet. Right. That's one thing. And the way also smartphone are built nowadays, with such as Apple, when you download the app, you have the option to turn off or on the notification, to turn off and on the tracking. Is up to you. So, but you have to understand by doing so, we won't be able to, maximize your experience based on your location. Our main goal is really the experience. The data that we're gathering from you is not to give it to somebody else. That data is for us to understand who you are, what you like. Let's say you come to visit Vegas. We need to make sure when you're here, if you like shows, you like happy hours, you're into pool parties, so we can guide you where to go. If you are a local, you love coffee, you want to find the best lawyer, the best radio show, us, right? So we're here to tell you, hey, go find the Jaime Show. So that's the reason we use that. But you have the option to turn those things off. But then you understand that you may be losing, the best experience being on the app.
So answer this really quick, because I know people want to know this. Do you sell any personal information?
No, we don't sell any in-person information. So the way our revenue stream is built for consumer, it's completely free. The only person that pay us are businesses. So
Understood.
They pay to be part of the platform because they need to advertise themselves. Simple as that.
Makes sense. Well, Gene, thank you so much for
course.
coming onto my show today.
Absolutely.
And talking about your amazing location-based marketing app, Be Right Back.
Right.
I would love to have you back on the show because we have more things I want to get into.
Absolutely.
Like, why is it important to get into tech? How is it being, I know you're Black in America, but you're actually an African.
Absolutely.
An actual African. Not an African-American, but an African.
Wakanda.
Oh, not Wakanda. Where are you really from in Africa?
Well, I say Wakanda because if you watch the beginning of the movie, the map of Wakanda is the Congo. And Congo is the richest country on earth. We have everything from gold, diamond, you name it.
So that means you got money.
No, the country, the land has money.
but you come from there.
But that's a story for
Makes
different,
sense.
For different
All right.
ways.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on to the show again. Thank you so much. Go ahead and let our listeners know how they can find you and support your business.
Absolutely. If you are a consumer out there, you can go. Now the app is available only for iOS. The Android is coming up. Look for BRBCK app. Download the app. It's free. For businesses, you can contact us at support, SUPPORT, at BeRightBack.com or 1-888-272-2580. And we're currently doing 20% off. Make sure to mention the Jaime D Show to get that 20% off.
Make sure to mention that. And real quick, is it Be Right Back or is it BRBCK?
So it's Be Right Back. So sometimes people say, okay, I'm going to find out it. We always say BRBCK. So on the app, it's going to be BRBCK.
Okay, just making sure people know how to find you. All right, everybody, that's the Jaime D Show today. You tuned in and you showed out. I truly appreciate you all. Thank you for my first ever caller, Simeon, today. I appreciate that. It took a week and 2 days to get my first ever actual caller. Thank you, Simeon. Hope to see you all tomorrow. This is the Jaime D Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. Peace out. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime D Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime D Show. That's TheJaimedEeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jaimed.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.